Choose a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Here's to a fair round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Well-timed command throws there. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Trips them up. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Strings it all together. Knockdown. Player one is just about out of drive after that. Throws them to negate the block. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Grabs them. All right, what's coming up next? Were they baiting them into that? Gets them. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A brave forward jump hits them with a stop and bop. Grabs them with the embrace. Player two did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Throws them to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. Player one has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. A quick breather. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. Grabs them with the embrace. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Immediate jump hits them with a stop and bop. Drives him back, misses, throws them. Breaks the block with a throw. Player one with slick drive gauge control. Is this in the bag? Both are ready to pull the trigger on wall flat into the charge break. The Triglav skewers them. Denied. Keeps cool and knocks them out. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Will this be enough to kill?
He's ruined.
Ooh, we're not done here. Closes it out. Player one was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps. Goes for the throw. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Gets out of the corner. Player one has the life advantage. Okay, both fighters are taking a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. What's the play here? Trying to figure out who will make the first move here. Backs them into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? And the throw ends the round. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Nice tech. The throw misses. Solid throw tech. That tech's what you get when both sides go in on the throw. Jump. The throw missed. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Grabs them with the embrace. Burns the drive. Hits them with a stop and bop. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Grabs and throws them away. But like, ooh! They can't squander this punish counter chance. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? It doesn't kill. They're still in. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, and hits the drive. Low heavy. How did they read that throw? Solid anti-air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. But anti-air in the clutch. Throw is denied. What a read. Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. Reads the throw and escapes. Clutch anti-air. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. What now? Uses their drive gauge. A real test of nerves here. Will this super art do anything? Excellent read. Oh, the throw connects. Okay, here we go. Pass them on the dome. Can either of these fighters finish the round with an almost empty burns out? Ooh, taking him for a look. No one could have caused that. Player one has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Here's to a fair round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the command grab. Denies that throw attempt. Brushes off the throw. Fires off an overdrive art. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Great work finding the opening. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? It's a big gamble and KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A Brave 4 jumps down to the wire. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Three glove. Player 2 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. You've got to be mindful of reach and jumpings at this range. Jumps? Ooh, hits him with a stopping block. Headbutt. Looking to impress with this super. Goes for the jackhammer off the Cyclone Lariat. Prioritizing the side switch over damage. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Big throws. Ooh, what a smart throw. The super doesn't hit. Jump big time whiff. Barely, wow, sat and waited for this opening. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Chops off the tank and scores the win. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Beats them and goes in for the hug. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. They're on the lookout for jump-in. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Good anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Reads them. Sees it coming and blocks it out. A little too greedy there. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Not shy with the grab. Target locked and scoop. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Opts for the strike ender for the damage. Looking for something after? Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive arm. What'll happen here? Player 1, burnout activates. Looking to plant him with the pile driver. Looking for a chance. Let's see play with the grab. It's too much. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Absorbs the attack, converts the opening impact into a punish counter. The combo's there. What's going to follow the combo? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Well-timed command throw there. Does a good job of pushing back. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Now adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Finishing blow off the Cyclone Lariat. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive. A super art. Player 2 drops them to half, closing the gap. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen? Hit them with a stopping bomb. Pounding them with a La Chuca. Can they stand the heat? Is this super art the start of something? How's this round going to develop? They were expecting that drive impact. Reads their mind and texts a throw. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Jumps in. Scrapping it out up close. Quick breather. Both of them were ready for a throw. Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. Player finds the target. Drive impact misses. Reach out and hug him. Are we gonna Chernobyl? You got this is flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Jim drops him hard. Connects with the throw. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Spends the meter. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Dangerous range. Anticipated that throw. Great. No! This will break him. Amazing. Excellent block. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Player 1, super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you.
This is your last try.
Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
Your retreat has stopped.
Looking for a hole. How did they read that throw? Goes to the air. That's gonna leave him rattled. You need guts to pull that off. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for him.
Choose a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Definitely answers the air attack. Hold your breath. Player two needs to deal with this burnout. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Knockdown takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. It's a good spot to use the super. Player two, KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Drive time. A quick breather. Player cages them in with a Lashuka. Wow, that's some big time damage there. Spikes him with 3 gloves. Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Smart play with the throw. Knockdown and springs forward with the drive rush. Jumps. Drive rush to keep it KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Connects with medium kick. Breaks the block, throws him. Player one is in a very good spot now. Shrugs that off. Put the exclamation point on that with an ODR. Punish counter sets the table. Both fighters are down to half life. The 3 glove skewers them. Player one needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Taps him on the dome. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? I can't. There's a burnout. Player, no hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NSF tummy. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Are you kidding me? Player one is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Good instinct to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Will this decision pay off for them? Player two has a slight life lead that they may sit on. The impact gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Throws them. What's next? I can't keep track of these corner switches. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Reads them. Gets them. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Combo with the target. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Fires off an overdrive. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Wow, that's some big time damage there. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Jumps in. Big throws. They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck, but executing it in there. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back. back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Bops him with a target. Oh! Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Brushes off the impact. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 2 is maintaining it, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play. Medium kick. Quarter in there. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the good stuff first with the drive impact. The throw misses. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Both drive rush to keep it going. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Jumps, big throws. Going in.
Where you go?
Springs forward with the drive rush. Oh, what's this? This is gonna be bad news.
Just super art to show what a PhD fighters can do for you.
This is gonna hurt. Big gauge difference here, and both fighters are almost closing it out. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A-game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Overdrive. Well-timed command throw there. Player one has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Deal some sick damage there in exchange for some meters. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Knockdown. Holds out with the block. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Gets him. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Reads them. Throwing some shade. Closes the gap. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Going in? Burnout activates. Player two digs in deep to get that drive in. Looking to impress with this super. Yo, are they actually dead? They're not dead, KO. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. Absorbs converts the opening impact into a punish counter. The combo's there. What's going to follow the combo? Player one with the life lead. Well-timed command throw there. Taking stock. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Where is their opening? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Ends the round with a punish counter. Living in the opponent's head rent-free right now. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now. Were they baiting them into that? Chernobyl! Ooh, wants to hit it big here. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Pounding them with the La Chuca. Can they stand the heat? Revolt? Player two in dire straits with burnout. Grabs them with the embrace. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Still slugging it out at this range. Medium kick hits. The low. How did they read that throw? A thunderous drive, in fact, to close the round. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Here's to a fair fight. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Overdrive. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Gets through the opening. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. Experiencing burnout. Cages them in with a left shuka. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive games, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 chases them down. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Burnout activates. They're both out of drive gauge. Finishes with the throw. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Brushes that off and keeps going. Everything up. Were they baiting them into that? Extra spicy Shoryu connects. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Experiencing burnout. Risky up-close scrap still going. Burnout activates. Jumps in. Crowns him from above. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely off. Connects with the throw. Both sides get an anti-air in the clutch. Drops him hard. Noticeable life lead. Is the comeback still possible? Shoots their shot. A Thunder is driving back to close the round. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with a jump in. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. And whip! They're wide open! Finds the target! Player 1 crowns him from above! Ooh, you never know what can happen here! Player 2 is looking at a grim situation. This can lead to some big damage! Bring in the heat! Spends it all on the super! Not shy one hit about it! Are we gonna see... No! Critical art now?
Meaningless efforts.
This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. What now? Notice this is gonna hurt. Dangerous range here. Somehow this can lead to some big damage. Any throw will whiff at that range. It is over! I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. A huge punish counter right in the opening seconds of this round. Tatsu's out of the quick dash. Player 2 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. The throw misses. Takes a trip. What a clutch side switch there. Now that he's down to the wire. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant move. Nails the anti-air. The quarter makes it hard to escape. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy. Fires off the Tenova. Player 2 can't afford finishes with the throw. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Bring in the heat. Brings out the level 3 super. When you go big, you gotta go big. Now, can they... Oh, what's this? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2, ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Hits them with a stop and bop. Throw leaves them wide open. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Sets up with the jump in. Oh my, in there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Here's to a fair round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Takes a trip. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. That drive impact doesn't get through. This perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1, there's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. What'll happen here?
Pounding them with the La Chuca. Can they stand the heat?
Turning up a perfect KO. They were in full control there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Excellent block. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line.
Fools them and locks them in embrace.
Player 2
Can't be caught in the corner like that again.
What's the escape plan? Big gauge lead here. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 1 there's a burnout.
Send them to another dimension.
The super connects. Reads the jump in perfectly. And they flush anti-air.
Stone cold embrace. You can't block those.
Goes to the air. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash?
Mama Jamma!
JP.
Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
Nothing stops this train.
There's an overdrive arc. Doesn't miss a beat. Takes them and goes in for the hug. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Can they exploit this advantage? The combo's there. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 creates a hold your breath. No more drive gauge. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. That drive impact doesn't get through. Impact's a no-go. Forcefully closes the gap. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Player 2 has the meter lead. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Out of range, relatively safe. Heel baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Corbalan hits him with a stop and pop. Throws him. Still scrapping for control of the space. This is gonna be bad news. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
Carries them all the way to the corner and one
Anti-air in the clutch. Player 2.
nothing stops this train. It's that with confidence.
There's a burnout.
Send them to another dimension.
What now? Player
Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Here's to a fair fight.
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. What's the play here? Blocks the jump in. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Taking stock. Nails the anti-air. They can open up this round big by converting this punishment. Life lead opens up. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Nails the overdrive arrow kick. Knockdown. Hits him with his free throw. Kanobo in there. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Will this decision pay off for them? Grabs them with the embrace. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. What'll happen here? Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Experiencing burnout. Hits him with his free flow. Both sides in burnout. Just goes for it at this range. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. Couldn't finish them off. Can they still? What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The jump in catches them. That drive impact is blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Was that a good decision? The neutral game is much harder to control without a... Oh! Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the heats it up with a combo into super. Player 2 chases them down. They break things off to take a quick breather. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Not shy with the grab. Life lead is opening up, but that could still snipe some out the air. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Jumps up. Who's going to start things off? Player 2 chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Throw escape. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Going in. Hits him with his free flow. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Can they claw their way back and give themselves a chance to win? Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Both fighters planning something? Knocked them out of the air. Still scratch. Big time, even flatlines them. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. That drive impact doesn't get through. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Player 1 chases them down. Oh! Gets a good read on their opponent. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Both fighters will want to make something happen while avoiding burnout state. Just out of range for that throw. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Player 1 will experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one
Turning it right up with a super.
medium kick hits.
Amazing.
Oh my God, they just choked it up.
Player 2 can't let this simmer. Closes it out.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the throw. Whoa, hold on. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Jump in finds the mark. Well-timed command throw there. What are they thinking here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. All right, what's coming up next? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Taking stock. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Brushes off the impact. Anything could happen here. Springs forward with the drive rush. Going drive rush to keep it going. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Throws him. What's next? Gets the knockdown, and now sees it coming and blocks it out. You can block impact, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do.
Full S hits him with a stopping block.
Take shoes.
It's a good spot to use the super. Interdiction. Nothing's gonna save them now. Say goodbye to that life bar.
Player 2 can't use any drive.
The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage.
Both fighters planning something? They must have a game plan here with a critical drive rush to keep it going. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. This is going to hit for a critical arsenal. You gotta imagine that this is not only going to get their life bar, but also their nerves. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge. Gotta do better than that. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with a jump in. All the throw connects. Connects with the throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 hits him with a stopping block.
Puts a bit of stank on that with an overdrive on.
Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Player 1, low heavy. Oh, here we go. Gotta do better than that.
Like punish counter on reaction.
Turns out. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Drive rush. Forward rush. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Scuff him. The throw is denied.
Somehow manages the best gonna leave him rattled.
Fools him and locks him in embrace. Scrambling here to avoid that corner. Here comes the corner pressure. Looking. Oh, drive rush.
No way they did that.
The drive gauge is streak. The super hit. It's gonna be enough to kill. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Next is a counter. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Got some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. What is he thinking? Big counter. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Taking stock. Down to the wire. Cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Impacts are no-go. You can block impacts, but you're going to lose some drive gauge when you do. This is the range where things get messy. Brushes that off and keeps going. Overdrive art spikes him with 3 glove. The fighters, were they baiting them into that? Player 1 picks a good spot to use the super. Level 3 super. Bending that meter like it's nobody's business. Big super art hit. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Stone Cold Embrace in there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Drives it back, misses. Brushes that off and keeps going. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Player 2 has the soup, throws them. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Boots them and takes a swing. They're in range. Stone Cold Embrace. You can't block those. A jump in? Anticipated that throw. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Impact squash. Free flow strike. Forward thrust. Noticeable life lead. It's a comeback. That combo finishes it. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
A new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Oh, whiffs the grab. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Takes a trip. Big, low, reaching heavy. Grabs him. All right, what's coming up next? Down to the wire. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Goes for the super art. Throws him. What's next? Long, low attack hits. Reads their mind and techs a throw. Where is their... The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances.
Now you understand.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Baits them and goes in for the hug. Orbalan. A little 2 Greed brushes that off and keeps going. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Knockdown and side switch in the corner. Steals back a chance. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Smart play with the throw. Both fighters have a smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. Throws him. The low. Both sides getting ready. Wraps it up with a throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Baits them and goes in for the hug. Goes to the overdrive. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Was that a good decision? Opts for the throw. What's the play here? Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Goes for the super arc? KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Parries the attack.
What have we here?
Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Their drive gauges are looking bare. Oh, what's this? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. Oh, says no to the impact. The low, knockdown and cross-up attack. That back throw was huge. Player 2, low heavy. Ooh, what a smart blow. Let the Chernobyl rip. What a finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Hits them with a stopping block. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Will this decision pay off for them? Gets the crosser. What are they thinking? Player 1 is using their drive liberally. Taking stock. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Not shy with the drag. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Was looking for that jump attack.
Spinning bird kick.
The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Hits them with a stopping block. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Easily escapes that throw attempt. Knockdown and picks the air throw. Were they baiting them into that? Burnout activated. Still scrapping for control of this interdiction. Nothing's gonna save them now. Say goodbye to that light bar. What'll happen here? Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player 2 will need to use their meter here wisely. One chance here may end this match. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. The low. Overhead, but it won't work. All the throws connects. Excellent block. They're in range. Uses their drive gauge. They gotta dig down. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Player...
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Here's to a round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player one has the life advantage. Can they exploit this advantage? Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Oh! Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Knockdown. Player two chases them down. Throws them. What's next? Takes a trip. Hitting the end of throw ends the round. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A little too greedy there. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Hits them with a stop and bomb. That drive impact is blocked. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Player one will need to play it to end the meter, hoping for a good return.
Airplanes don't make no money. Makes it all for the Shinryu Ripper.
Wow, that's some big-time dead flawless round. They got him so quick. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. From up above. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Good anti-air. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Taking stock. Will that drive impact get punished? Hold your breath. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. The kick hits! Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Gets out of the corner. Aerial Tatsu! Connects with medium kick. Still slugging it out at this range. Closes the gap. From upstairs.
Extra spicy shorty connects.
Quick KO. Well, listen, when you're locked...
Comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Trips them up. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Starts with a jump in. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves.
Burnout activates. Plus, it's a good spot to use the super.
Player 2 drops them to half.
Okay,
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game teams.
Is this early super gonna change things?
Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Stuck in the corner, but not going down without a fight. Player 2 will look to a... Oh my god, they just chunked it up!
There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished.
Experiencing burnout. Player 1, not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 1
And all in with a rush.
Amazing! What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Boom! A jump knocks them out of the air. Brushes that off and keeps going. A super art? Sonic Hurricane! Great coverage. Solid choice.
A projectile to say, get off him.
What now? Player 2 is in a
Anti-air in this one.
fires a blast. Gotta do better than that. Excellent block to shut out the impact. This can lead to some big damage. What's next? There's a burnout.
Players more fuel to the fire. Hook them up.
Will this be enough to kill?
Yo, you good?
Hanging by a thread.
Gets the tips with the low heavy. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Let us begin. Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Jump in finds the mark. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. All right, cross-up blocked. Some fine spacing and timing. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Can't tech the throw? Hold your breath. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. 2 will capitalize on an opening first. What'll happen here? Still scrapping for control of Shin-Ku Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. This is a prime opportunity to end things, but they decide to play it safe. Player fires off the Shin-Ku KO. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Hits them with a stop and block. Holds out with a block. Hits him in the gut. Very slick with the combo. Player experiencing burnout. Takes a trip. Player 1 will have to deal. Springs forward with the drive rush. Jumps in. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Knockdown and jumps. Big throws. Blocks it. Oh, the throw connects. Are we gonna see a comeback here? They're betting it all on the drive rush. Punish counter sets the table. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Closes it out.
Well fought.
Player 1 comes away with the win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. The grab misses. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Can they outlast it? Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? Knockdown. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 creates a good hold your breath. Good heads-up decision opting for the gets. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Charges forward. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Mistimed the perfect parry, but is still safe. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Throws out the fireball to check it. Doesn't miss a beat. Gotta be careful not to whip it. Burnout activates. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Smart play with the throw. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? They can't squander this punish counter chance. What'll happen? Raw super art incoming. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up.
Player 2 has depleted their drive. Uses their drive gauge. A single hit will do it. What are they gonna do? Oh, could be the start of something. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opens with a jump in. Zones with the fireball. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Good distance for a shot. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Going in, connects with the throw.
Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. Turns out. Shrugs that off.
My turn.
This is a bad situation to be in. Finds the target. What now? Flatlines him. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jones with the fireball. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Goes for the throw. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Heading into the end game now, opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Goes for up with a super art connect. Grabs him. Closes the gap for the grab. Easily escapes that throw attack. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Throws out the fireball to check him. Nails the anti-air. Player 1 has the meter lead. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Player 2 baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 2 holds... burnout activates. The corner throw ends it. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. The last round. It's now or never. Overdrive Hadouken. Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. What now? They decide to take a breather to regroup. Excellent block. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Connects with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. With the solar plexus strike. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Ryuken and whooping ass to work.
What's wrong? Get up.
Player 2. That back throw was huge. Player 2 is gonna shoot their shot and whiffs. They're wide open. Went all in with a rush. Oh, snipe. And they burn out insane super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Will this be enough to kill? Wasn't a sure bet, but the meter management was so on point. Player 2